IPTV is on the rise, but what is it and is it legal? Let's take a look. Now, before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This video is not going to be a guide on how to access illegal content via IPTV and different devices. So first of all, what is IPTV? It stands for Internet Protocol Television, and all it basically is TV delivered over the internet, so without an aerial or a satellite. And IPTV itself is not illegal at all. There are many examples of officially licensed IPTV, things like Sky Stream, things like Now TV, all use the internet to deliver your live TV content. It often gets bundled in with video on demand, so something like Netflix is an example of video on demand where you can access video content on demand via the internet. I've covered streaming fatigue in the past, and one thing I've noticed from the comments is there are many people that are fed up with constant price rises from things like Sky TV, but also how fragmented streaming services have become with different tiers and having to kind of manage which one you want at different times. It's just costing lots of people way too much money. And particularly sport fans, they seem to get it the worst in the fact that they often have to pay a premium across different platforms just to access live sport content. Often in the comments, I will see people say things like, just get a Fire Stick, or I pay £20 a year to access all these streaming services. And for some people, they will know exactly what they are talking about when they see those comments. But for others, they might be wondering, well, what does that mean and how does that all work? So first of all, let's address dodgy Fire Sticks. Well, Fire Sticks from Amazon are completely legal. You can buy them from Amazon and you can install all your subscription services on them. So for example, Netflix, but obviously you have to pay for Netflix to use them. The term dodgy Fire Stick essentially means that that Fire Stick has been jailbroken, meaning that apps can be installed on it that you wouldn't usually find in the official app store on the Fire Stick. And one of the reasons these are so popular is they're often sold as a fully loaded device, essentially meaning that you don't need any technical knowledge, you don't need to be the one jailbreaking it or installing the apps. They are sold already with all of them on there, and you just plug them in and access IPTV and video on demand services. Now, the person selling them will usually charge you a small subscription, usually yearly, ranging from sort of £20 to £60 a year. And that subscription will give you access to the IPTV content and the video on demand services. And on here, you will find pretty much every single TV channel, not just UK ones, USA ones, as well as access to pretty much every movie and TV show that you would find across all the streaming platforms, but at a fraction of the cost. Now, I have spoken to people in the past that genuinely thought, because they are paying a subscription to Dave they met down the pub, that this is a completely legal way of doing things and they are just saving loads of money. But obviously, this is not legal. You are accessing copyrighted content essentially for a fraction of the cost, and the money is not going to the streaming platforms. Now, without getting too technical, the way this usually works, the person you are paying a subscription to usually allows your Fire Stick to access the server where all this IPTV content is stored. And there have been many stories in the past of police cracking down on these people, the people that are, hosting these servers, as well as the people that are selling the Fire Sticks. And as I've mentioned, the reason these are so popular is because you need very little technical knowledge. You just need to be able to get your hands on one and then you are good to go. However, dodgy Fire Sticks are kind of like an old-fashioned way of doing things. The much more common way now is the use of like IPTV apps, which are available because, as I say, IPTV itself is not illegal. You can download IPTV apps on Apple TV, on non-jailbroken Fire Sticks. Many TVs, if they've got an app store, like a Google Play Store, you'll be able to access a IPTV platform. Now, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole looking at different IPTV services, and I was bombarded on social media, things like Facebook, with different adverts advertising these services. Stop paying subscription fees, send a message to this number, just AI-generated adverts constantly as I was scrolling through, offering me different IPTV services. And I can 100% see why more and more people are going down this route. Streaming, is just so expensive. I have a video where I talk about the actual true cost of streaming and how much it would actually cost you if you paid for all these subscription services. And people don't have that disposable income to just constantly be paying 80, 90, £100 plus a month for TV. It's ridiculous. And a similar thing happened in the early 2000s when people realized that they could access music for free, and it kind of completely changed the music industry. And things like iTunes were born, and now we've got Spotify and Apple Music. And I think music piracy is almost pretty much dropped off because people are pretty happy to pay one subscription and have access to pretty much every song ever recorded. But what's happening with movies and TV is it's almost going the opposite way. The introduction of different tiers, charging you extra for premium quality, and having all these different subscription services. As I mentioned at the start, live sporting events are across all the different ones, and you usually have to pay quite a premium to access them, and pay-per-view events cost loads. So I can see completely why people are fed up with this, and more people are going down the IPTV route. Now, on the flip side, as someone who truly loves movies and TV shows, I'm a little bit torn because, I love that industry. I also really appreciate good quality, in terms of picture and audio. And I do think these IPTV routes, that is lacking. Now, for many people, that doesn't matter. As mentioned, I have friends that, will tell me that their Fire Stick version of Interstellar looks just as good as my 4K Blu-ray Interstellar. I know it doesn't, but they're happy with the version that they have because they're not having to pay for it. So I sit very much in the middle. I think something has to happen with, these TV and movie streaming platforms because they are getting out of hand. They're getting too expensive, and the movie and TV industry are soon going to realize that more and more people are going down different routes to access this content, routes that they are not making money from. And, we often see stories online of, people clamping down on these illegal IPTV streams, but there are so many people using them and so many people setting them up and giving people access to them. I don't know how that's possible. As always though, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. I did do a poll on my channel recently just asking, have you used IPTV to access these unofficial streams before? 33% said yes, 30% said no, 23% said what is IPTV, and 15% said no but tempted. So it's kind of quite a split between people that have not heard of it at all and aren't aware of it, and people that actively use it or are thinking of using it. Me personally, I kind of manage my subscription services and just pay for the ones that I'm currently using, but I can completely see the appeal and why so many people are going down the IPTV route. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you found this video interesting, and I'll catch you in the next one.